Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review, and this is going to be a quick review, but a very interesting product that came to me from Zeuslap. Okay, this is a 13.3-inch monitor called OL133AD, and it is OLED 13.3-inch display that you can connect your mini PC and also your smartphone, and it's also a touch supporting device, so you can use every bit of Windows, or with your phone or your tablet, you can extend the display that you already have. So let's dive deep into the settings. You're going to see the features. This is a full HD device. The main point is 400 candela square meter brightness, and this is way brighter than most expensive probably laptops out there. It can match your Mac, probably MacBook Air, and many of the high-end laptops or tablets. So with that, keep that in mind. This is a Geekom A8, and how small it is, let me just give you an example. This is S22 and S20, I guess S20, 22 plus. So this is the phone size. You can take a look at this and you can guess how big this is. And we're going to connect the phone in a second. Don't worry. And what I'm going to show you here, the entire menu of it. But before that, you're going to see full box opening section and physical qualities, how the legs is moving, so how you can place this device without any disturbance. Okay, let me just show you. It's right now connected with a single cable. That's what really amazed me. Single Type-C cable from a mini PC. You don't need anything, and that's about it. So it's a touch device, touch screen. Even with the thousands of studio lights comes to this device, you cannot unsee it. So this is an outdoor capable monitor, if you ask me, and nothing can stop this. Let me just give you an example. This is my phone, okay, and I'm going to put the phone in the max brightness level, and this is what you can see. So how bright is that? It can clearly match my phone. That's about it. So technically it can match the top of the line phones without any issues. But in the rest of the video, we're going to focus onto the menu. So let's dive into the menu of this device. And since the menu button is on the right, you're going to see in the physical content section, when you hit the menu button, there's a small joystick there. You can go like this, but let me show you something much more cooler than that. It's a touch support menu, and that is what I'm excited about. So you hit here for the picture menu, and you can drop down the brightness and push it up high like touch screen. So yeah, 99%, 100. So brightness, contrast, saturation, and tonality, I suppose, or for read function maybe. And this is also another function. We will have to check that out in the user manual, but always everything feels smooth and buttery. So we can change the color, tones, and RGB, move around. When we come around here, we got default theme, gaming mode, DCR, we can kill the DCR, and movie mode, photo mode. I guess this is kind of like a casual mode, and auto HDR, we can cancel this, go back to this. And here we got Type-C 1, Type-C 2, and HDMI 3 inputs that you can connect, FreeSyncs, and reset. And when you hit the exit, that's about it. So I will rotate it a little bit and talk to you about the upcoming feature that I want to show you. Let me just show you this. This is the phone that I got, and if I connect the phone directly to the device, it won't work. The reason behind it, it needs power because it's bright monitor. So what you have to do, either you have to use the cable, power cable from the power adapter, or you can, in this case, I'm going to do it quickly. I'm going to connect this to the mini PC just to give to the power of that device. And what's going to happen, I'm going to open up the YouTube. It just automatically came, Home Cinema and Tech Review channel as you know it. So you can hear there's a speaker inside, but I'm not going to talk about the speaker details because that doesn't matter. This is a small device. It gets the job done enough. So as you can see, it really matches the brightness of the telephone. Yeah, it really matches the brightness of the phone. And I think that's amazing. Take a look at this, really matches. And this is something very hard. But what is more interesting, By the way, the phone is right now charging, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit the DeX mode. So I'm going to show you two things that you can do with this device. You can clearly, can we use the touch? Yes, we can use the touch and we can navigate through the settings. So what I can do, I can Google Play, I can open up multiple apps, I can work like a computer. And if I add a keyboard and mouse to this, and which I don't need because I have touch, so when I touch, the keyboard comes live here. Maybe we should adjust this, but technically you can do anything. You can play Angry Birds, you can play any game. And what's more amazing, let's go from DAC. I'm going to go back from the DAC. I'm going to take it out to the regular stuff. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to touch. How cool is that? Even without not exactly matching the picture on the phone like a vertical image, you can still do things. So you don't have to go to the DeX mode, but this could, enlarge the use scenario. You can mount it on a car and use it like a secondary big screen on a multimedia device based setup, and you can use it like a big multimedia inside of a car. You can use it on the fly, on the go. You can always, of course, do the first thing. You can use it with mini PC that I showed you. You can extend your laptop's screen, and what more do you want from such a small device like this? I am happy with the results, and Windows will come back in a second, don't worry. And this is what I'm excited about. This is a very efficient, small, and price performance device. The only thing that I could be arguing about 60 Hz, but I'm not a true gamer. So technically 1 milliseconds and 60 Hz doesn't make too much of an extreme sense for a gamer, but it could do with a FreeSync. I think for a casual gaming from a phone or a PC, this will get the job done. So what more interesting for me is the color gamut that it is on the book itself. It covers nearly 100% of each color gamut like NTSC, sRGB, and DCI-P3. And you're going to witness the rest of the box content and how this device feels as a solid device. Fully metal cased. I like it. I give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I know this was a quick video for my standards, but I really love it. And I will probably use it in the future with different things that I got. And this is the Geekom A8. If you haven't watched my review, this is a beast of a device that I connect my TV for gaming, video editing, and daily use. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye from Home Cinema and Tech Review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until the next video, hoşça kalın from Turkey, Istanbul. Welcome to the box opening of Zeuslap OL133ED, which means this is an OLED portable monitor, 13.3 inches, and we got lots of specs. Let's open up the box. This is the last section if you're watching the video, and what it comes with. So technically I've taken all the packages to make things faster. What do we have? Like full HDMI and mini HDMI 90-degree cable, which will reduce the cable clutter when you connect to the monitor, portable monitor. 90-degree Type-C and standard Type-A cable, if you want to give the power from the USB, I suppose. And this is 90-degree Type-C and the standard flat Type-C cable for visual, I suppose. And again, another Type-C to Type-C, but one is 90-degree, one is again flat. So 4 cables comes with the device. And we got a power adapter beneath, but before that, let's take a look at the user manual. 13.3 inches OLED touch screen. 100,000 to 1 contrast, sRGB 100%, and 1 millisecond latency. And if you're watching this, you already know the specs, but 400 candela square meter, it's going to be a bright device, and also it is 60 Hz. Although this is about 1 milliseconds, 60 Hz not going to be making this as a fully gaming monitor, but it will be more than enough. But more importantly, 107% NTSC, 100% sRGB, and 100% DCI-P3 makes this monitor as an OLED bright contrasted device a good device to edit your videos and photos and see the perfect image as possible. So after that, we got the power adapter, and the box content is nearly finished. Let me just take the box on the side. And we got the Zeuslap logo on the top of the remote, and here we are. Let me just get close. I don't know if you can read what I read, but 5 volts, 3 amps, 5 volts, 9 volts, 3 amps, 12 volts, 2.5 amps, 15 volts, 2 amps, and 20 volts, 1.5 amps. So these are the values. So this will charge your laptop or smartphone if you connect through this monitor. So open up the monitor. It's a slim, slick device. So I'm going to take all this to a side, not to get into the visual. As you can see, this is a pretty compact device, 13.3 inch. And we got a matte surface on the top, which means outside usability even better. I prefer as a designer. Zeuslap logo on the bottom. Bottom thickness, this is the thickest part of this device, is like my little finger. And of course, the top part is the half of my smallest finger. So technically, this is an ultra slim device. So what is this extrusion does? We got the VESA mount here, aluminum back, as you can see, brushed surface at the back. So this is a solid device wherever you touch it. So since this is a touch device, it needs to be sturdy on the feet. So take a look at the feet. We got silicone here, we got silicone here, we got full silicone all the way from here to here at the bottom, from here to here. I'm touching from one end to the second end. So technically all the way around, we can call it, I guess. And at the back, we got some logos, as you can see, power, like menu and stuff. So I'm going to open up the feet. There is a space between these two and you can clearly touch it, but this is a solid device. So it's going to be not too easy. Yeah, you just have to pull it a little bit. And power button, joystick, and also the menu up and down. Looks like this. Let me just open it up a little bit. Feels like this. So you can also push it in. And we got a USB Type-C port for power, I suppose, and the headphone jack for audio if you want to use it. And we got another, all the ports are display ports, display logo, and HD logo here. So you got a mini HDMI, 2 Type-C ports for input. So you can have multiple inputs, I suppose. And the VESA mount, so you can mount this on a VESA mount arm and place it however you like. That's a nice touch. So I'm going to open this leg and show you how it looks. So it is quite sturdy. And I'm going to open it up a little bit. So it's a touch device, so we can bend it like this and use it like this. This is a pretty good thing to be, using with a touch screen. Pretty good leg. And how far it can go? It can go full flat. So I wouldn't do it, like probably this is the best way to go if you're going to touch. Use the touch. And this is the way to go if you're going to use it like a monitor, because this is a 13.3 inch device. But I would suggest, if you want to get the best ergonomic angle, I would suggest a VESA mount if you're going to use it on a table. But since this is a portable device, this is one of the best ways to take it with you. I would have wished some sort of, like a pouch or something to put it on a bag without damaging it. But since this is very small, you can add it any pouch that you want and you're good to go. So let's open this up and connect it to a mini PC and see how it performs with maybe a phone or a mini PC, how good it looks on different angles.